Today's best country, 99.9 KEKB with Lee Greenwood. Ring on her finger, time on her hands. Lee Greenwood, he is coming to town, coming to the historic Avalon Theatre Saturday, May 14th. He is on the phone with us right now. How are you doing today?
Terrific. Thank you very much.
We are so delighted to have you coming here, not only to have you in concert, but for such a great event. You're coming in to support G.A.N.G. That's a great organization for kids in the Valley, giving adolescents new goals. My first question to you, how'd you get on board with this?
You know, we have several friends in the military who have been wounded during service. One of them will be performing with me, J.P. Lane, a real talented young man who actually was injured severely while he was on duty in Afghanistan. And so he will be coming in from Houston, I'm coming in from Nashville, and he suggested that we support this wonderful charity, Giving Adolescents New Goals, and tie it with Honoring America, which is a show basically to honor all of those who have sacrificed and served for our country.
And insofar as the music that we'll be hearing, obviously I know we'll be hearing your hits. Is there anything else we might hear that maybe we haven't heard before?
You know, I have a variety of things that I do during a performance, and it'll be fun to present things somebody expects, like you just played Ring on Her Finger, Time on Her Hands. Of course, when I do songs like that, it brings back the memories of the 80s when I had hits on the charts all the time. But I have some special material as well.
Excellent. We look forward to it very, very much. Now, I greatly appreciate this. When you come and do a show like this, it's a tremendous amount of work. The travel, the pre-promotion, everything like that. If I may ask, it's a huge question, but why would you do that?
Well, you know, we choose certain causes that we can support. We can't do them all. I'm on the road about 100 days with my band, and sometimes I do shows like this without the band. And it's a very special time when I can really help one of these guys that really deserves every bit of help I can give them. JP has been a friend now for 2 years. We built him a house in Houston, Texas, because it's on the program of the company that I serve with called helpingahero.org. And so we do this all the time. This guy, though, JP, is such a positive individual. And when he told me about G.A.N.G. there in Grand Junction, I said, you know what, let me just put this on my schedule. And if you'll sing with me, I'll go out and do this event.
Outstanding. That concert is coming up Saturday, May 14th at the historic Avalon Theatre in Grand Junction. Doors at 5:30. Show starts at 6:30. Tickets available now here at the KEKB Studios, 315 Kennedy Avenue at Fruta Wood and Barbecue Supply, the Veterans Arts Center there at 12th and Ute, and Starvin' Arvin's in Delta. If I may, could I chat with you again here in just a moment?
Sure.
Okay, we're coming right back with Lee Greenwood at 99.9 KEKB. 99.9 KEKB with the one and only Lee Greenwood. And he's on the phone with us right now, making his way to town. He's going to be here Saturday, May 14th, the historic Avalon Theatre, all for G.A.N.G., a great local organization giving adolescents new goals. Mr. Greenwood, I'd ask you one more time, how did you come on board?
My friend J.P. Lane, who was injured so badly serving our country by an IED, we've become very close. And he's very close to this organization, G.A.N.G., and asked me if I would be in attendance so we could raise money for this wonderful charity. And naturally, we travel the country so very much, it's really hard to just go out to California or out to Colorado because I live in Nashville. But he's driving in from Houston and asked if I would appear with him to raise money for this foundation. I said, absolutely, I will. So. All
right. Well, we are excited. We are counting the minutes for you to be here. If I may ask about your new book.
Yeah, we have a new children's illustrated book called Proud to be an American. And as you know, many people refer to my song, God Bless the USA, as Proud to be an American. And I sing it at many events across the United States. Kim and I read to our boys who are now 21 and 17 when they were just children. And we were wondering why we didn't have the wherewithal to read them a patriotic book. And so we constructed the book out of the lyrics of my song with wonderful illustrations that are childlike, so a kid, doesn't necessarily get intimidated by the book, but they're fascinated by it. And the storyline leads them to believe and to know what a patriot is and what it means to be patriotic. So we're hoping that it'll have an impact with our new generation.
And is it available now?
On Amazon or my website, leegreenwood.com.
Would you happen to have copies with you when we see you coming up on the 14th?
It's very possible I might have one or two. We're not bringing any merchandise with us because I don't want to take anything away from this charity.
Understood. Outstanding. May I ask a question from one of our listeners?
Okay, sure.
Dakota Ray McKinnon wants to know, where was the most memorable place you ever performed God Bless the USA?
I would say probably at the NASCAR race directly after the attack on America. It was the first entertainment back for the country. There wasn't a football game, a basketball game, a baseball game, anything. The NASCAR race was the first one. and they asked me if I would sing the national anthem on the track, and it was a very emotional day. I can remember the Jumbotron coming up with Tom Brokaw, and you could see in the background the bombs falling in Baghdad. And I think the headline was America Strikes Back, and then they asked me to sing the national anthem. I'll never forget that moment.
That was fantastic. And there's one other way that you've served your country here. We're going back a handful of years, about 8 years. President Bush appointed you to the National Council on the Arts, to be on the council. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it's been in my appointment for 6 years. We're aging out this year, and it's really heartwarming to find out where all the talent is in America and the budget that we're allowed. There's an NEH and an NEA. The NEA is National Endowment of the Arts. The NEH is National Endowment for the Humanities. And we use that money, those funds, that budget, in order to encourage people to bring America to a higher place culturally. And you just find people who make sculptures and artists and singers and musicians. We also have a fellowship that we do, and poetry out loud. And so there's a lot of things that bring young people and people who have been journeyman artists to the forefront of the attention of the United States. So, yes, that's why I'm in the NA.
Outstanding. We are looking for, I can't wait to see you. This is all coming up Saturday, May 14th, Lee Greenwood and J.P. Lane, coming to the historic Avalon Theatre right here in Grand Junction. Proceeds going to G.A.N.G, a local organization giving adolescents new goals for the kids right here in Western Colorado. Get your tickets now here at the KEKB studios at Fruita Wood and Barbecue Supply, the Veterans Arts Center, Starvin Arvin's in Delta. Get more details, KEKB-FM.com. Lee Greenwood, I can't wait to see you. Thank you for calling today.
Thank you very much, and thanks to all the sponsors who have come on board with this show.
Thank you very much. All right, I wish you a great show.
All right, Waylon, thank you.